It's time to get my Samsung Galaxy Watch 8. So for the past, I think, 4 watches, what I've been doing is I've been trading in my old Samsung Galaxy Watch for the new one upon the release of the watch. I get a really good deal. It's kind of like having a subscription, to be honest with you. But they're always sub $100, and it's hard to beat that. It really is. So in this case, I found the watch on Samsung.com with a delivery. I'm going to call it a guarantee by July 25th. So I ordered it back in early July. It was $349. Yuck, that was expensive. There was a $50 discount at the time I ordered it, so it was $50 off. So now it's $299. Not as yuck, but so now it's a sub 300. Actually, it's $300. Then there was a trade-in for my Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 of $200. So that brought the price to $99. So I bought it. By the way, last year I paid $79, so it was a little bit more expensive. I got the 40 millimeter watch, and it's a Squircle, which we'll talk about a little bit as we go through. I am going to set it up with you. Unfortunately, I lost the audio that I had recorded, so I had to do a voiceover. It's not really exactly the same, but I think you'll see how able to set the watch up rather simply. And then after that, I'll go through some of the other setups I did on the actual apps that are included from Samsung. Talk about some of the new things that are on there. And then finally, I'll give you my first thoughts. I'm going to wait until I've had it for about a week, and we'll see what you think, and we'll also see what I think. So here we go now to take a look at the unboxing of our Galaxy Watch 8. Well, hello everyone. Here is my brand new Samsung Galaxy Watch 8. So I'm going to just do the unboxing right now. I've already explained the pricing. Next to it right here, this is my Galaxy Watch 7, which I'll simply be putting in a box and returning it to Samsung to get my fulfill my $200 refund for trading in the watch. So let's go ahead and open this. And as always, there's just the 2 pieces of tape on the back. 1 and 2. And there we go. So this is a little bit different than in the past. The way it's laying here, but it looks perfect. It's as simple as could be in the box, isn't it? And again, it's a 40 millimeter, as is this. So they're both 40 millimeter watches. So let's take it out. I'm going to put it right there. So now you can see it next to my Watch 7. So the Watch 7 next to the Watch 8. And of course, right away you could see that it has the Squircle, as everybody calls it, and it does look different. The face, of course, it actually looks bigger just because of the trim around the actual watch face. So there you go. There's the watch, and of course in the box there'll just be a few other things. We'll take a peek at that. There's a little tab right here that you just pull. And here is my band. And as you can see, I didn't change colors at all. It's a little bit darker, it's more of a deep gray than this one. It doesn't have the rib anymore. Like this one has a little bit of a ribbed feel. This is smooth. It's ribbed here, but I think it's going to feel better. And of course, the thing that you've probably heard people talk about is there's new, the watch bands are different, and that is too bad because I have a couple of other watch bands that were given to me as presents, etc., that I won't be able to use. Anything else? And then here inside, there's a little thumb hole there or a finger hole. Just take that. And I think you're all guessing what's probably in here, in addition to paperwork. And we have our cable. And it looks exactly like all of the other charging stations. Looks like it's a little bit deeper here. Does look a little deeper. And we have our quick start guide, terms and conditions, etc. So there is everything from the box. And I'll be shipping this back. Take a look at a few things here while we have everything together. So let's move that. So again, one key thing I have understood is this one is a little bit flatter. It actually is hard to tell on your eyes that it is because of this trim around it. It feels substantial in your hands. You have the two buttons here. So here's your two buttons. Nothing else really. Here's where so the watch bands will just snap into here. And we could do that while we have it open. So I'll do this. And it snaps in. I don't know if you could hear that with my mic, but anyway, it did snap in and it clicked. So I'll do this one also. And it snapped in and clicked. So there it is. Now, one thing I've heard is that it doesn't really rest flat on the charger. I'm all right. I could already tell it's okay. So I had heard that because of the way the band was, it held it up. But in fact, that feels pretty good. So I have backed this up, and we're all set for me to set up this watch. We'll do that shortly, and I'll let you watch with me on the app as we set it up. All right, here you could see my Galaxy Watch 7 on my Samsung Health, or actually it's my Galaxy Wear app. And so now looking at Galaxy Wearable, I'm going to try to find my new phone, and there it is on the my new watch. On the bottom, it has already found my Galaxy Watch 8. And so now it's going to take me through pairing it with my phone. I have a Pixel 9, by the way. I do need contacts, etc. on this, so that's what I'm doing. And of course, it gives me a number. And I had to install Watch Manager, so I wound up going to the Play Store to put in Watch Manager, and I'm going to also have to put in a second app in a little while. This is just going to help in syncing my phone and my watch, as well as later on how to add my restore from my 7 to my 8. So in this case, I did have to sign into my Samsung account, so I did that. And of course, you have to go through and you have to approve everything and give permissions. So you need to keep that in mind, that that takes just a little bit of while. And then here's where I told Watch Manager it was okay. And now it's getting ready to connect. This actually took a little while. I might speed it up for you a bit, but frankly, this wound up taking a good amount of time. When it got to 90%, it hung around to 100. Our next step was to sign into our Google account, so I went ahead and did that. So if you want to early put some apps on your phone, you're more than on your watch. You're more than welcome to do it there. Smart switch is required to move data back and forth. Then here you see it found my backup, which was great on my Galaxy Watch 7. And so that's why you needed the smart switch in order to move that. Remember, if you have your advanced protection on, you'll have to shut it off in order to do this restore and then turn it back on again, which is what I did. Then I got to being able to restore the watch. My data was all restored on my brand new Watch 8. And then there's some screens that allow you to do something similar to a tutorial where you can kind of look at some things on the watch. A lot of them were new, so in my case, it was helpful. Please use the emergency part here, which if you fall, it calls somebody. It gives you the ability to make an emergency phone call. Then it finished up for me as everything had transferred. And then there was again this particular tutorial on how to use your watch, how to wear your watch, uh, and then it goes into a little bit deeper detail if you want. So if this is your first Galaxy Watch, you may want to do this. Then lo and behold, I was all set. Well, I have my new watch on my hand, on my arm, and I'm going to show you a whole lot more of that, so don't worry about it. And here's my old Watch 7. So this I have now reset to factory settings. So I'm going to return this tomorrow and I'll get my, not get, Samsung is really good, by the way, when you order and you do the trade-in, is that the price they charge me was the charge assuming the trade-in. So I didn't have to worry about having to pay full price and then get wait for them to get this and then refund me. It was none of that. So really nice working with Samsung on this. I will mention a few things. One is, in fact, this Watch 7 is thicker by a lot on my hand to Watch 8. So this is Watch 8, and it just looked to me like it was a little bit larger, but it's only because of the design, to be honest with you. In fact, the bottom is really fairly flat, as you can see. It's very, very flat, versus the Watch 7 is not, as it's got a bigger set of instruments on it and sensors, etc. So that's one. Two is, I did order the same exact size band, and it is a little bit, in fact, it's not quite the same size. So there are two different sizes, even though it's the right size. I just tell you the measure. Frankly, it fits, so I'm okay. It feels comfortable on my wrist. It feels very comfortable. Now, when I put it on the charger, in fact, let me show it to you like this. You could already see what's going to happen when it rests on the band, is that it raised it. And so it's got a heavy magnet, so it pulled the charger up. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it was a bit of a surprise to me that it did that. So the setup itself was 1, 2, 3. You saw that. I did it live for you on my using my phone. The reset of this was 1, 2, 3. So that's all done. I have all the return info I need from Samsung. So now I want to start using this for several days. So I'm going to kind of take you along as I do that. I'm focused on health, meaning, the measurements that are on this. I'm really interested in keeping tabs on it and watching it. So I'm going to let you watch me as I set this up, including a more informative watch face than what I currently have. By the way, the new UI is really nice on the watch. It's easy to read. I like the way that it kind of grows and shrinks. and it moves really well too. So everything about it is really good. I like it. You always like new things, so let's wait a few days and see how it truly is. Well, let's take a look at setting up the watch face. I already have set up mine, but I want to show you how easy it is. So you could see, get new watch faces for one UI. The UI is great, by the way. It's just great. Just to let you know, sometimes when you find a watch face, as you look through all these, and you may even search in the Galaxy store and find some, they're not all 100% able to be configured. Some of them are just configured the way they come, and that's it. Others, you can make changes. So the one I have, you can make changes. So if you click here, I clicked on customize, and you could see if I just want a pre-made one, all I do is go here and just pick out one of these that's pre-made. This one here, walking, sleep, etc. Kind of, you see there's some complications already on them. That's not what I chose. You can see I have walking, heart rate. No, that's not my heart rate right now. Anyway, this is the one that I chose. And so you could see here, it allows you to go to the complications. So I'm going to go back here. So first of all, the background's real simple. You pick out the background color, which I did right there. The clock front, I picked this digital time. I like that. The rest, I checked all the rest, and this one was the best on my eyes. Complications, do you want to change the color of the complications? I really didn't. I kind of kept them the same color codes as the actual background. And then the actual complications. So for instance, this one here, I picked walking. This one here is complication 2, and I picked heart rate. And as you see here, you can kind of pick anything that you want. As you go through, you can pick sleep, mood, medications, etc. So it reminds you about your medications. Complication 3, it says running, it's really walking in my case. So it does show, it shows me how I've done today. Next complication over here on the left is the day of the week, the date, and the weather. So it's got a lot of information right here. And then the next complication over here is how many steps I've had for the day. And that's it. So there's 5 complications. I've got them all. And so I am done with my watch face. Let me show you finally how I've ended up here. So this is my watch face. I'm very happy with it. I've been using it now. It's almost been a week, a full week. As you can see, we are able to easily move around here. So right now, the way I've set it up is I have a health set of tiles. By the way, my antioxidants, let me see where that is very low at 48, but 50 would be just low. And from what I've seen on some YouTube videos, it's not horrible. But anyway, I have been using the antioxidant. Then there's a fitness that I stay on top of. Basic, so there I just have multiple things, weather, calendar, and here's the battery situation for my phone and my, this is the media player. And I'm just looking at what could be next. I do like the app interface. It's really easy to use. It's easy to maneuver, watch faces, app screen. So here, there is an app screen, and I can go through all the apps. I could reorder them, I could delete them, I can add to them. So there's so much I could do here on the app screen. Tiles I just showed you. as we go across, and you can easily add or remove tiles as you go across. And there's a quick panel. And so this is really the settings. And so I'm able to go through the screens on the quick panel and kind of set everything up the way I want there also. So this is really good. Again, just a really nice interface. I'm pleased with this. Well, let me take you through some things here as we wrap up a bit. Comfortable. It's very comfortable on my hand. I'm okay with it. Again, because the sensors are so much flatter, it doesn't bother me at all at sleep. And I use it so much for getting sleep data that it's important. So that's really nice. Much easier to read for me. Now, I think it's got a lot to do with the latest UI. That I guess it's a Google UI, but anyway, the latest UI. But this is so easy to read. Everything I could see without any issues at all. I'm using a lot more of the health items that are on there. I'm looking at them. I'm paying more attention to them, and I'm just into this antioxidant thing and learning so much more medically about it. But I am watching that, and I am watching that really close. I mentioned sleep. Sleep is, especially as I get older here, sleep's an important thing. It's something that I watch. The amount of deep sleep, it's funny, I could tell when I check the watch and it says I only got X amount of deep sleep, that I don't feel that good that day. I don't feel as with it as a day where I get X plus amount of sleep and deep sleep, and I do feel a whole lot better and a lot more revitalized and ready to go. I'm not going to talk about the battery because, to be quite honest with you, these kinds of batteries, early on when they're new, you can't really test them and judge them and measure them in everyday life. I mean, right now I'm getting more than a day. With my Watch 7, I was getting just over 1 day. And this one here looks like I'll wind up probably getting 1.25 days. And a lot depends on how I use it. Do I use it for my exercise? Do I play music on it, etc.? So it kind of varies all over the place. But I don't use always on. So I'm going to tell you that this is about 1.25 days, somewhere around there. It's really easy to navigate on the watch back and forth. That's very nice about it. Again, I don't use some of the gestures that I can use, but I might try some of those. It looks like those have some possibilities. Finally, Gemini from Google is on here. My opinion, and this is a very early opinion, is it's quirky. Sometimes it answers the wrong question. It takes what seems like a very long time to answer most simple questions. It's not working well with my Google Home, where I'm asking it to shut off a light, turn on a light. It'll say something like, no, you got to go to the Home app to do this, even though I've already activated everything. So I don't think it's quite ready yet, and hopefully it'll be good when it is ready. NFC works fine on it. I've used it as my Google Wallet. So there you go. After almost a week, my unit is in process of being returned. It's in transit right now. The watch itself set up very quickly, very easily. So all in all, right now, seems like everything's just fine. In about 2 to 3 months, I'll do a mini update and tell you how things are actually going. It looks like I'll be using this more. By the way, I do have to tell you, I think the appearance is really nice on it. And what I mean by that is the squircle that everybody has some sort of opinion about, right? But I think, let me get it here. I think the squircle is a nice design. It certainly looks a little bit bigger and sturdier, feels sturdier. So I think that's really nice too. There you go. Samsung Galaxy Watch 8. Early indications. in my case, it doesn't work for everybody. In my case, at $99, I believe this was a outstanding update from my Watch 7. Thank you.